general practitioner, or commonly known as a GP or a family doctor. So I work in practice in Gort since 1985. I started off out of the school in Our Lady's College in Gort, which was the school before it became the community school, and I went to university in Galway, in UCG, and qualified there in 1981, and then I did a vocational training scheme in general practice for 3 years and worked in practice, and I came back here to work there since then. I see about maybe anything from 30 to 40 patients per day with a variety of medical problems in the office or at in people's homes or wherever, nursing homes and such like. Well, I think that you have, very important thing is to have empathy and compassion, to be a good listener, to be patient, and I think you need to be very on top of things, because you see so many things on a daily basis, some of which could be very serious, so you need to be alert and well informed. I think you have to be attentive. I think you have to have an interest in people. I think you have to have a lot of compassion, but you also need to be prepared to have the energy to be an advocate for your patient, which is very, very important. I suppose it's a very privileged role as a general practitioner, because you are involved with people from over the span of their lives. You see people coming in for giving their checkups at 2 weeks, 6 weeks, giving all their baby injections and watching them grow up and become young children and young adults, and then go off and get married and have a whole family, and you're dealing with all the family, the parents, grandparents, and it's a great privilege to have that level of connection with people. The challenging aspects, I suppose, the fact that you're exposed, you're at the coalface, you're the first medical contact for people with a variety of medical conditions, and people can present with, it can be apparently very trivial or a mild symptom, which could be indicative of something more serious. So the most challenging part is you don't miss anything that is potentially life-threatening. For example, meningitis in a sick child, or a heart attack in evolution in an adult or whatever. But it's very, very important that you don't miss things and that you don't let your patient down. As well as being a doctor, I also work as a coroner for Galway East. A coroner is an official who's employed by the Department of Justice, and the function of the coroner is a public watchdog to investigate all sudden, unexpected and unnatural deaths that may occur in the community or in the hospital. So typically somebody might be killed in a car crash, and the people who rescue or recover the body will bring the body to the pathology department in the hospital, where a post-mortem examination will take place. And my role then is to get the information from the Gardaí and the investigating people, and establish how that person came to, how and where and when they died, and to explore any circumstances that might be of public importance. For example, if somebody dies in an accident black spot, when I hold the inquest, we might make a recommendation to the local authority that they would maybe modify the role to prevent further episodes happening. A big part of the coroner is investigating suicide deaths, which unfortunately are very, very common and have become extremely common in the last 10 years. These are always very tragic circumstances and difficult situations for families. So it's a very important part of the healing, in that they can be dealt with sensitively and their fears allayed, and that they're given all the necessary supports that we can offer. So every death that is reported to the coroner is investigated fully, and the decision is made then whether or not an inquest, which is like an inquiry, it would be like a court which I would preside over, sometimes with a jury and sometimes without a jury. And the function of the inquest is to explore all the circumstances surrounding the death. So it's just a different area of work, but it's a very interesting area of work, and it is something that I'm really glad that I have done.